Okay guys, I just want to start off this recording with saying thank you for all of the comments I got on my last video. I asked all of you guys what should I do with this series, and you guys gave me a lot of great ideas of what way I could take this series. So I decided to take the series in 3 different directions. I will continue with my old series, so I will try and win the World Spanner, which I haven't done yet. And pretty much my goal is just domination in the race, winning all of the world, not the world tour, all of the Grand Tours maybe in 1 year, at least 2 in 1 year to begin with. But I will probably only focus on the Grand Tours, maybe some of the monuments just for fun's sake. This video here and this series will be a new my career mode targeted on a whole different sort of races, the one-day classics instead. So this, my goal is pretty much the same as it is in the Grand Tour one. I will try and win all monuments in one season. So I'm going to trying to win all 5 monuments plus the World Championship in 1 year. In the beginning, of course, it will be really difficult since I'm starting at the lowest possible level. So just as in the other series, you will have to wait a lot of episodes to see me get through to the actual monuments and even get able to participate and battle for the victory in them. But until then, you'll see me struggle with low continental races until I get to the final, until I get to the point where I can actually compete. I'll also start a career mode. I haven't yet decided what team I'll pick. I think I'll actually start a custom team of some sort, but yeah, I'll take a look at the comments. A couple of you guys suggested career mode, so I'll probably look into that. I have done a couple of my stream, but I haven't really set myself that much into it yet, so that'll be pretty exciting to actually do. So yeah, enjoy the video. Here we go again, guys, back with more Pro Cycling Magazine 2015. This is the first episode of a new series. This time I'm trying to create a different type of rider, not a climber this time. I will try to win all 5 classics plus the World Championship in this career. So I have to kind of create an all-round rider because I want to win Milan-San Remo, where you have to be a good sprinter and pretty good in the hills to get over the final climbs. I want to win Ronde van Vlaanderen or Tour of Flanders, where you have to be great on the cobblestones and hills as well. Then I want to be the Paris-Roubaix. Again, you need to have a pretty good final sprint and great cobblestone stats. Plus, you need some pretty good stamina and flat road ability as well. Then we have the Liège-Bastogne-Liège, which is, or La Doyenne, which is pretty much a hill classic. So you have to be at least plus 80, I would say, to have a great shot at winning that stage race, or not that stage race, that monument. And the final one is, of course, the Giro di Lombardia, or the Classic of the Falling Leaves, it's also called, which is in late October, early October actually now. It's been moved up a few weeks ahead. So that's the final race, and that is pretty similar to Liège-Bastogne-Liège, in which you have to have a pretty good sprint and good mountain and hill stats, honestly. I would say that hill stats are more important than mountains, but good mountain stats is pretty important as well to make it over the first couple of climbs. So here we have the starting screen. I'll just put in the same name as last time, honestly. Actually, I'll put in, instead of IN, so I'll put a D, just to change it up. I'm thinking of actually starting with a better team this time. Oh, I can't. This is in the way, so I can't see my age. Can I not remove this somehow? Okay, now we've at least changed it to 19 years. Pretty weird graphical block, but I'll just put it on here so I'll have my reading. Time trial, don't think I'll put this because you have such a bad sprint and cobblestone and hill as well. You're only good in time trials, so let's not be that. Stage races, of course, I have done before, and I'll not do climber as well. So we have these 4 down here: Sprinter, Puncher, Nord Classic, and Baudeur to choose between. Sprinter, you get a pretty good stat in flat and sprints, but it's going to be really tough in the hills and cobblestone, so I'll probably not select this, even though it'll be great for races like Milan-San Remo. Puncher is the guy who specialized for the hill classics. 68 hill will make it a lot easier to get through a lot of the harder stages earlier on in my career, but 54 cobblestone is simply too low. I'll have to improve like 30 in cobblestone stats to ever have a chance of winning Paris-Roubaix or Run van Flandern, so I'll not choose that. It's pretty low as well. Non-classics, it's honestly, I think I'll choose this one. 61 Hill is okay, only about 20, it's at least better than 30 improvement to compete for the victory. Instead it's like Leeds van Yates or Duty Lombardia. Cobblestone is pretty good as well, and Sprint is okay. It should at least be possible to get it up to mid-70s, and then perhaps you can get lucky in the stage and get away, for example, in Remo. Baudeur is pretty good at everything. I have thought about this as well, because you get all of the good stats apart from your mount stats. Your mount stat is pretty horrible, and your fighting stats also pretty good, but you get around 60 to 65, and the 3 stats that I'm looking for are hill stats, cobblestone stats, and sprint. Acceleration is pretty important as well, but hill, cobblestone, sprint is the 3 things I need to be good at if I want to succeed in this. So should I go for Baudeur? Let's take 64, 60, 62, 61, 69, 62. But here you have less flat and less Baudeur, so not as big of a fighter. It's I think it's called. I'll stick with Grand Champion because that'll make it a lot easier. I think I'll honestly go with Northern Classics because I feel like that's my best shot at winning the Cobblestone Classics, which I'm a bit scared of winning if I don't have a Cobblestone Specialist. So let's just get it started, and hopefully we can create a strong rider here. Here are the 3 teams I have to choose from. Last time, of course, I went with Team Treffer Blue Water, in which I became the captain in the climbs. As you see here, I will, if I choose the team, be the captain on non-classics, both on Team Treffer Blue Water, but also on Team Cool Pro Cycling. If I choose to go on Cofidis, I will only be the 7th best rider in the team, and I'll be the worst in almost every other category, or at least 2nd or 3rd worst rider. So, should I go immediately on a strong team, or should I try? I don't think I'll choose Blue Water again. I have also ridden for Kult before, but last time I started on a Continental team, it could be taking a step up and starting on at least a Continental Pro team. That'll be a bit of a change. So I think it's between Cofidis or Kult Energy. Rider, I'll be the worst rider here, I'll be the 2nd worst rider in the team. I mean, I have chosen the lowest age, so I will improve fastly, of course. 1 year contract on both teams, so it's not really that big of a difference. I'll be the worst rider, so I think I'll actually choose Cofidis, because that is what I normally wouldn't choose, so make it a bit different this time. Yeah, now we're into the game. Let's get to the first race of the season. We have arrived at the first race of the season, first race of the entire career here, and it's of course the Cyanide Cup. We have 3 of them. First one on Hill State, San Sebastian to San Sebastian in northern Spain. It's a hill classic. I'm training Puncher right now, and I'm pretty close to leveling up already because you start pretty close to level. I think I started level 11 in my last Pro Cyclist mode, or level 12. I can't exactly remember, but if I'll be going to the breakaway on this stage and getting a lot of XP if they of course let me away. So hopefully we can start off with a good result in our first race. Okay, we have managed to get in the breakaway. It's been a pretty weird stage. Got away with 2 riders, but yeah. It's so weird driving with such a low rated rider. I've been so used to driving with my other Pro Cyclist, which is now a 79 or 80 overall, I think. So riding with this, which I don't think I'm like 61, 65, somewhere in that vicinity. It's so different having to get used to. I didn't start at this low of a point of my other career. My mount stat is 53, as you can see over here, which is pretty low. I think I started with like 60, 68 in my other mode, so it's 15 lower at the start. Of course, my Cobblestone stats is actually better than it ever was in that it is now in my other career, but yeah, what you can do. Let's just hope I can last a long time this breakaway and get a lot of bonus XP home. And that's pretty much it. I could give up my only fun medicine is left from the breakaway, and Pelton's starting to attack as well. It seems like the Badiana team is going really strong. I'm completely done for today. So I think I'll get like XP for around 75, maybe 100 kilometers. Hopefully I'll manage to get 100 kilometers on the breakaway. I attacked from pretty much the start, so I'll have to be out for 120 kilometers. So I think I'll get the plus 100 breakaway XP, which I really hope I get. And other than that, it's pretty much just getting to the finish line now, and let's see what we end up with. So at the end of the first stage of our career, 26th place is much better than I expected considering my low stats, but being in the breakaway helped me a lot because I ended up in front once we hit the last 2 climbs. I was actually in the front group, but the last 18 riders was at the bottom of the climb. I had, of course, as you saw, no engine left, so I was immediately dropped and caught by a few other riders, but still ended up in top 30, which is a great result. Let's see if I get an XP. I have got XP and I'm up to level 8 now. You can see first break I have more than 150, 25 gives me 45 XP in total. And you can see here, up to now, I still think that these stats are wrong. I changed puncher, so you actually had to add +2 to the stats over here instead of the stats over here. So I think I'm up to 55 now in mountains, 62 hill, 60 time trial, 64 acceleration, 62 powder, 59 stamina, 60 resistance, and 56 recovery. We can just always go and check it in here if it doesn't work for some reason, as it is right now. And you can see, yeah, the stats that I was saying is the stats we can see right here. So next up, I think I'll probably train my puncher stats again, because I still feel like it's way too low to have a chance in some of the many hill stages that we'll see, especially in our first season. The second Silent Cup, once again, we're in the same area, northern Spain, San Sebastian again, and yeah, it's a flat stage, nothing much more to say about it. Should I go in a breakaway again? I don't know if I'll get any more XP from doing it. I think I will anyway, just to give it a shot. Hopefully I get a good result. I need a stage, a good top 10 place overall in the stage to get, I think, some more XP. That's the only way. And to get access to better races, I of course need to win any race. I don't really have that great stats, and I don't think there's a lot of category 1 Northern Classic stages. So it's going to be difficult to win that first race. So I think we'll be stuck in the lower ranks for quite a while. Okay, we're into the last 20 kilometers now. In a breakaway with 4 riders this time. Been going okay. I have lost a lot of energy already, so don't think I'll get away. I would like to have tried an attack here at the end, but I don't think I'm strong enough for it. And they're getting close now. We have an attack from one of my competitors. Now it's Quintero. I think he's the strongest in the breakaway as well. So I understand why he wants to go solo here towards the finish. I completely understand that. Attack from behind us as well. I'll try and go away from Bossman and Asselman again now. Up back behind Quintero here. He sets himself from my wheel. That's a bit weird. Don't really understand. Okay, we have Van Melsen, the guy I was in the breakaway yesterday as well, honestly, actually. That's pretty weird. He's here again now. He goes straight past us, it seems. This is a classic, so we will see some attacks because people are not just saving energy for next stage. I have to be a bit scared about. Yeah, I have no energy left and there's still 9 kilometers to go. It's not looking optimal. Van Melsen has timed his attack pretty much perfectly, it seems. Yeah. And I'm dead now. That's my attempt. If I'd been a bit stronger, I honestly think I could have won this race because I feel like I was pretty nice placed before the end. But let's see what the final sprint ends up with. There's still Van Melsen out in front. You can just see his blue jersey out in the top left corner of the screen. And let's just get to the finish here and see if he can make it happen. I'm still sitting here in the front of the peloton, so I can actually for once see the finish. Usually can't. See the sprint transforming. I think it's... Companies are not really that great here, you can see. Do we have any sprinters here? Bagot driving for Chanel with 68 sprint, that's not really that exceptional. Van Melsen is caught. We have Petaki, Colbrelli, Greta, it seems. It's going between Greta and Colbrelli. I think Colbrelli is also going to win this. I think he's going to overtake him at the end here. Oh, Petaki comes fast here at the end, but Colbrelli takes another stage. I think he won the first one as well, so 2 of the first 2 races of the season are going both to Bardiani and Colbrelli. Great start of the season for their team. It's the third and final Silent Cup. Again, a hill stage this time, ends uphill this time, so should be some pretty different riders. If I can make it over this top hill here with a breakaway, once again I will be in attack, and hopefully this time will stick a bit longer. Okay, we're into the last 30 kilometers of the race now. I have no chance. I've already been dropped one time from this breakaway group, and right now I'm not even helping them. I'm just sitting behind, waiting for them to drop me on the last climb. This race turned out a lot harder than I expected. I only have 1 minute down to the peloton as well, so there's no chance this breakaway is holding up anyway. Our best hope for Confidence right now is Buhani. 72 hills, that's not greatest, but final climb isn't that tough, so we can make it over this one. And he should have a pretty good sprint, of course, with his 81 sprint, 82 acceleration. So anything can happen now. I'm hoping that he is in okay shape so we can bring us home a stage victory here at the third of stages. Colbrelli, of course, is here as well. Win after the first two Signer Cups. Here he is. 76 sprint, 75 fail. That's a lethal combination of stages like this, where it ends kind of flat and it's still hill enough, so you have to be both great in both stats. Colbrelli is a perfect rider for races like this. It seems like I'm done. Buhani seems to be done as well. Bago is the only strongest rider, so it's probably him that we have to rely on. Only 60 sprint is not that great though. We can check it up here so we can see some more of what's going out in front of us. Of course we can't see it for that longer because now we're so far behind that we can't see anything. Maybe checking in here. E1. I can't see any names that I recognize from my team. Colbrelli, of course, here. So I'm guessing, you can see over here, Bago is still up in the front group. Then the last 3.6 kilometers now. We can't see anything. I can see some riders up here somewhere. But I don't think that Bago has any chance. His sprint is too weak. Last kilometer for the front riders now. Marc Demar wins the stage. Sensational ride. No top 10 place, Colbrelli only 10th place because Barotto 2nd place. Confidence nowhere to be seen. Pretty disappointing. And I come home with two of my teammates here. Turgis Chetu. Chetout. I don't know how to pronounce that name. And that's the Signer Cup race is done. Pretty uneventful, but you can't really expect anything of a rider of my caliber yet in the career. Hopefully we can get to do some good training in the upcoming weeks, and let's see if there's any more exciting races coming up on the calendar. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. 3 Signer Cups are done. First one went surprisingly well. Got a lot of XP for it. We're leveled up already about a quarter of the way to watch level 9. So that's a pretty good start. Next up is the Completed Research, which is a 5 or 6 stage long, just 6 stages long race. I'm going for the mountain jersey, so I'll try and go in some breakaways and hopefully get some points for that jersey. It would be a pretty nice bonus. I think you get some XP both for winning it and for just wearing it, so that should be possible to win, I think. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing in the next video. Hopefully we can level up to level 9 quickly so we can get some better results under our belt. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed the new series, remember to leave a like down below, comment what you think about my choices. Should I have gone with Baudeur instead? I don't know. But yeah, see you guys next time. Goodbye.